I can remember after completion of 9 months, giving my heart and soul to that company, got to hear from HR that your performance was not so great, your communication skill is not great, you are rude, you are not a team player. I realized that was communication skills. Let me tell you here one thing, communication skills and spoken English, they both are not same. So when I started going in depth of this language, believe me, I just fall in love with it. And I realized that I can really help people using my skills. It is not something I'm teaching you. It is something I improved myself and now I'm sharing my knowledge with you all. Hi, I'm Sutanu, a certified English language and personality development trainer from Chennai. I come from lower middle class family. I was born and brought up in Kachrapara, is a small town in West Bengal. My dad had a small bookbinding shop and my mother was homemaker. I went to government school and I went to government college as well. So I had no connection with English conversation or English speaking. Yes, I did learn English, but it was just as a subject. However, everything was going smooth, but the struggle started when my mom expired in 2010. Overlooking all the obstacles, I was able to complete my education and I got placed in one MNC company, Chennai. Then, in 2012, 4th June, I relocated from Kolkata to Chennai. Just think of the situation. A lone girl without family support, traveling from Kolkata to Chennai, a new place, food, language, culture, everything changes. A girl who was always used to speak in Bengali, certainly she has to converse in English. I hope you all know when it comes to South India, especially Tamil Nadu, most of the people speak only in Tamil, otherwise in English. But my language was only Bengali and somewhat I can understand Hindi, but I was unable to speak fluently also. I realized first time the importance of speaking in English. Then, the first day of my office, people started making fun of me, telling that, hey, you have Bengali accent. Okay, it was okay for me. New place, people are suggesting something. I was like, okay, I need to work on it. I was realizing that, but I was not very sure how to. I can still remember whenever I used those words like government, I was unable to pronounce it correctly. So I pronounced it as government. And my manager was like, hey, you know, your English is like Mamta Banerjee. She also used this one only, right? And I was surprised to notice that what is the relation between Mamta Banerjee and me? End of the day, I realized that I need to work on my English. The problem is that when I started focusing on learning this language, I realized most of the times we overestimate others and we underestimate ourselves. Whomever I was speaking in office, they were also making many mistakes, but they were doing it confidently. Where I was confessing upfront, my English is bad. And I'm very sure आप लोग भी ऐसे ही करते होगे, है ना? You always tell that my English is not good. I used to do the same. But one suggestion here, whatever we say, that only we become. So never utter this word, my English is not good, it is broken, my English is broken, my grammar is not good, my accent is not good. Don't do that. Because whatever you say, that only you will become. So change your thinking process first. Tell yourself, I'm good. Whatever I am, I'm good enough. That is the first things you have to consider. Most of the times, whenever I'm trying to converse with someone in English, the first trigger, what if I make mistake? What if I don't get the proper word. What if they laugh on us? What will happen? They will laugh on us. We will make mistake. Let it be. Just tell me one thing. When you speak in Hindi, Tamil, Marathi, Bengali, do you really consider grammar? Yes or no? No, right? Then why for English? That was a turning point for my life. I decided that I need to work on myself. One thing I would love to add here, that when I relocated and I joined my office, I came to know that that company has absolutely bluffed regarding everything. It was salary, their arrangement of staying, food, everything, each and everything was lie. But I had no option to go back to Kolkata because I had one unsupportive family. That time, what should I do? Should I leave the job and look for something else? That is not a wise idea. To give up and start something new. You have to stick on the problem, face it, move forward. Right? So that is where I didn't give up. I chose to move forward. I can remember after completion of 9 months, giving my heart and soul to that company, working in a shift. Just think, being as a girl, I worked in night shift. Got to hear from HR that your performance was not so great, your communication skill is not great, you were rude, you are not a team player. I was shuttered. I don't know what to do. Whom should I tell that? But at the same time, that night, I just went back to my home and I thought, what was that point? People are considering I'm rude. I'm not exactly. I realized that that was communication skills. Maybe from my point of view, I was right, but the expression was not right. So I was confused between this communication skills and spoken English. And I'm very sure you are also. Because mostly we are misguided by our education system. Our education system teaches us to consider English as a subject where they teach us how to construct sentence correctly and all the grammar rules. But they fail to teach us how to converse using the same language. And we are misguided between these communication skills and spoken English. Let me tell you here one thing. Communication skills and spoken English, they both are not same. They both are different. You have to understand that. Communication skills is a combination of your 55% of body language, 38% of your voice modulation, and 7% of your word choice. So, and then what is the spoken English? Spoken English is a prerequisite for your communication skills because English, perhaps English is the most important skills and we converse using this language globally. So if you can communicate in English, it will be understandable by all. And that is where this spoken English connected with the communication skills. So you have to follow that steps. Don't confuse between the communication skills and spoken English. First, you have to work on your English. Second, you have to work on your body language. Third, you have to work on your voice modulation. So when I started going in depth of this language, believe me, I just fall in love with it. I got that X factor. I realized this is something I can work on. So I worked on myself and I reached to the level of intermediate. In between, I had no job. As I told, I didn't get confirmation from my previous organization. So in that loneliness, I got married. And after marriage, as I reached in between that intermediate level, I took up one course called TESOL, that is Teaching English as a Second Language. There I learned how to teach other this language because in between somewhat I acquired that language. Grammar I learned in my school. Just understand the interlink between these three steps, right? In school I learned grammar, later I acquired the language, and third I joined one course where I learned how to teach others because I realized speaking English is a problem of a nation. Kitna doubt hai? Whenever I'm trying to speak, ma'am, I don't get that confidence. How to overcome fear of speaking English? Ma'am, how to improve my vocabulary? Every day I get new question, and I realize that I can really help people using my skills. It is not something I'm teaching you. It is something I improved myself, and now I'm sharing my knowledge with you all. So it is not somewhere written. You will not get this particular ideas in any book. It is something what I implemented in my life, and I'm going to share with you. So the first question for you. 3 reasons why you are not improving. The reason is that what you are doing, you want to speak English fluently, you want to speak English confidently, you want to get accent done, you want to speak English correctly. When we focus more than one thing at a time, we end up with mess. So you have to follow that step-by-step process. First, where you have to work on, that is your confidence. Why we don't have confidence? The reason is that till today, you are just overestimating others and you underestimate yourself. Stop doing that. Stop giving negative self-talk. Tell, I'm the best. I can do anything and everything in the world. If I want, I can change everything. That must be the self-talk. I am an awesome human being. Right? First, you work on with your confidence. Then, the second steps you have to follow, that is your fluency. Now, here understand one thing. Accuracy is something where we focus on grammar, we focus on our spellings, we focus on our accent. But when it comes to the fluency, it is nothing but passing your message correctly. You must get the difference between accuracy and fluency. Accuracy is something where we work on our grammar, we work on our spellings, we work on our accent. But fluency is something, it requires only your message to be passed to the person. Got my point? I hope it's clear. So when it is fluency, you no need to consider grammar rules, you no need to consider articulation, nothing, absolutely nothing. Just focus on passing your message correctly and confidently. So first, if you are someone just starting off your journey of English learning, focus on the fluency. Second step, when you have done with your fluency, third, you have to work on your accuracy. That is learning grammar rules. You no need to go and learn in-depth of grammars. You have to learn only the functional grammars. The third, you have to focus on your grammar, not in-depth knowledge of grammar, only functional grammars, only what you are going to use in your day-to-day life. Like if you don't know the difference between I went and I have gone, then it is problematic, right? You have to know only the functional grammar, not only learning those. Implementing those is the most important factor. So what happens in our traditional education system, we do learn these rules, but we don't know how to implement those in our day-to-day life. That is what you have to acquire, right? So in childhood, you learn those, right? 2 into 2 equals to 4, 2 into 3 equals to 6. Like that, you have to train your tongue and teach your brain to use the right one. Believe me, till today, I do make many mistakes. I'm not shorted. Don't consider that. So it is not only me. I noticed my teacher, she is from America and she is making this mistake often. And it is fine, absolutely fine. If you are trying to do everything perfect in life, nothing will happen. Actually, perfectionism is one illusion. If you are thinking to make everything perfect in your life, you are not going to get anything. So stop chasing perfection. Start it, it will come on the way. If you fail, restart it. And that is the only one thing I can tell you. Now, what you must not do, if you are an English learner, what you must not do, stop binge watching on YouTube. Today you are feeling that you want to speak English fluently. You just jumped into YouTube and you started watching some movies or some clippings, 5 tips, 7 tips, 8 tips. उससे कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. You will never get anything. Why so? Because those are information overloaded. And what you need, that is not information. You need transformation. And for getting transformation, you must follow step-by-step process. If you don't do so, you will not get result. English language is like an ocean. So try to focus on only that thing you want. If you are someone who is looking to improve your English only for the career purpose, focus on business English. Focus on how to face interview. If you're someone who is just working professional and need to work on presentation skills, absolutely focus only on that. If you are someone who wants to build their writing skills, focus only on the writing part. If you are someone who wants to just go and attend PTM, focus only on conversational English, what we call as everyday English. You no need to learn grammar rules. What you need? Only how to converse using that. And that is absolutely possible without learning grammar. The moment you learn more grammar, what happens? Immediately, whenever you are speaking, you start considering those grammar rules and that mistakes are normal there. So, whenever we focus much on grammar, we just get overconscious and we make many more mistakes. So, never do that. So, believe me, I did study in vernacular medium school. From there, today, I'm very happy to share with you all. I teach English and globally I have more than 10,000 plus students. Yes, people make fun on my accent and I'm absolutely happy with that. I don't have UK accent or US accent, but I have neutral accent. I have neutral accent. You may find one or two accent where I have the Bengali touch and that is absolutely normal. I believe so. What is American accent? American accent is their mother tongue, what they're using. And they are proud to do that and we are not. So understand the difference. In a nutshell, I can tell you, perhaps English is the most important skills nowadays and one should acquire that to get positivity in life, to get success in life. So one time was there when I was not getting job, this English was a savior for me. I used English, I helped many people, and I come out from my financial crisis, I come out from all the barriers and I created my identity. If I can do it, I'm very sure you also can make it happen. So I hope you all will take massive action right now following my tips. What helped me, I'm very sure it will help you also as well.
अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कम्युनिकेशन क्या है तो यकीनन तय बात है कि आपका जवाब होगा समथिंग दैट हैपेंस बिटवीन टू इंटरचेंजिंग आइडियाज एक्सचेंजिंग व्यूज ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ थॉट्स यही कहेंगे आप है ना तो मैं आपको बता दूं ये कम्युनिकेशन नहीं मेरे दोस्त ये ट्रांसमिशन है मिसाल के तौर पे अगर मैं आपसे कहूं 2+2 कितना होता है और अगर आपका जवाब 4 आया तो यकीनन मेरे और आपके मध्य कम्युनिकेशन हुआ लेकिन अगर आपने जवाब गलत दिया तो हमारे आपके मध्य कम्युनिकेशन नहीं ट्रांसमिशन हुआ और ये पूरी दुनिया लगभग 90% लोग ट्रांसमिशन सीख रहे होते हैं कम्युनिकेशन नहीं मेरे दोस्त क्योंकि कम्युनिकेशन वो है जो आपको सफल परिणाम दे कम्युनिकेशन वो है जो सार्थक सिद्ध हो है ना तो जब मैं आपको 1 मिनट के अंदर जब आपको कम्युनिकेशन और ट्रांसमिशन में इस तरीके का फर्क बता सकता हूं तो कल्पना करिए कि मेरे पूरे कोर्स में आपको किन किन चीजों के बारे में आपको पता चलेगा तो इसलिए डाउनलोड करें इंडिया का बेस्ट स्पोकन इंग्लिश लर्निंग ऐप जिसका नाम है जो स्किल्स सोच क्या रहे हैं कमेंट सेक्शन में जाइए पहले कमेंट में दिए हुए लिंक को क्लिक करें और अभी के भी डाउनलोड करें जो स्किल्स ऐप और मायना दीजिए अपने व्यक्तित्व को क्योंकि आपका व्यक्तित्व सर्वोपरि है